Good evening, everyone. It's Levi Page. Thank you so much for joining me on this Monday evening. With me is Alex. Alex, thank you so much for joining me.
You're very welcome. And I'd like to start off with dun dun dun. Back to you, Levi.
We have some developments regarding our favorite conspiracy theorist that we've been tracking for a very long time, Randi and Timothy. So they've been on the run. Timothy's been on the run from a warrant. Randi is his sugar mama. She's the one that's paying for everything. She's hiding him out from law enforcement. They've been having an affair. And they've been posing as sort of agents of the government. They claim that they're working with the Pentagon, that they operate a Pentagon pedophile task force. That's not true. They claim that they're with the Joint Special Operations Command. That's not true. They claim that they're working with Donald Trump, and that's not true. And what they've been doing is they've been meddling in cases where women have had their children taken from their custody. And what they do is they tell these women, your children are being abused, your children are being trafficked. You need to kidnap your child. And we've seen what happens. Neely Blanchard arrested. Cynthia Absug arrested. Women that follow their advice end up behind bars. And we've been sitting here for years wondering, when are these two going to get in trouble for their scams? And it looks like Randi Erickson stepped in it.
Dun dun dun.
So Alex, let's set this up. She called the FBI about a case where Garrett Moses, he's a little boy, I think a preteen in Minnesota. He'd been removed from his mother's custody, placed in foster care. And she called the FBI and she said to the FBI, I'm with JSOC, the Joint Special Operations Command. I'm on a task force.
But what's even funnier is she called the general number of the FBI, and here she is, an alleged federal task force person and member of JSOC, and she had to call the 1-800 number rather than a straight number to an agent. I would think she would have something like that if she was for real working for the federal government, wouldn't you?
Yes, I agree with you.
But nope, she had to call the 800 number just like the rest of us louses, except for someone else. But continue.
That is true, and we're going to get to that in a minute, but let's play the video where Randi Erickson actually calls the FBI regarding this little boy, Garrett Moses. Hold on, let me play that. Share audio. Now we got it. Thank you for bearing with me. That's the little boy that they're trying to meddle in that case. He went missing in North Branch, Minnesota. And Randi Erickson got in contact with the mother.
Information regarding how to make a complaint in person, press 8. All other calls may be handled by our operators. Please stay on the line and you will be assisted shortly. Thank you. Minneapolis FBI.
Hi, I have a question for you. I am working with a mother who has a child that was taken by CPS and placed in foster home. She's telling me that the foster home, the parent there, has recently got a DWI, has over a year and a half ago lost their foster care license, and her son is now telling her he's being harmed in that place. And she's called the county where the CPS office is. They're not helping her. I'm wondering if somebody there can help her, because in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, if they've lost their foster care license, and I can see it online that they have, is this called kidnapping?
I am not sure. Let me connect you with our threat operations center.
Okay.
They're more familiar with like federal statutes and stuff. Hold on.
Okay, thank you for your help.
Just, yep.
Hello. Thank you for calling the FBI. This is not a 911 service for taking emergency calls. For emergencies, please call 911.
Si usted desea escuchar este mensaje en español, por favor oprima el número 1.
In a few moments, you will be connected to an operator. This call will be recorded for quality assurance, investigative, or other purposes. If you do not wish to be recorded, please hang up and submit your tip online at tips.fbi.gov. During this call, you will be asked to provide identifying information about yourself and/or the persons about whom you are calling. We use this information to assist in investigating your tip. You do not have to provide your name or other personal information. However, the lack of information may delay or hurt our ability to investigate your tip. Any information you provide may be used for authorized purposes. To report a suspicious email, hacked email, imminent scam, or ID theft, press 1. To report a tip about threat to human life, serious bodily injury, or significant violent action, press 2. To report a tip on an FBI fugitive, press 3. To report a tip on an FBI case currently highlighted in the news, press 4. To report mortgage fraud, press 5. To report telemarketing fraud, gift card fraud, identity theft, or unfair or fraudulent business practices, press 6. If you are calling about any other issue, press 7. To repeat this menu, please press the pound key.
I'm not sure where I'm going.
To report a suspicious email, hacked email, imminent scam, or ID theft, press 1. To report a tip about threat to human life, serious bodily injury, or significant violent action, press 2.
I'm going there.
One moment while I transfer you to the next available representative. Your call will now be recorded. At this time, we are experiencing a high volume of calls with longer wait times. You can now get immediate service by visiting us at tips.fbi.gov, which can take online tips 24 hours a day. Your online form will be processed by the FBI for further investigation.
Thank you for calling the FBI. May I have your first and last name?
Hi, my name is Randi Erickson.
Randy, R-A-N-D-Y.
I.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. And what is the federal crime you're reporting today?
I'm calling. I'm on a task force, and I am also in a JSOC task force. I have a mother who's calling me from Minnesota that is telling me that her son was taken by CPS. And during that process in Sherburne County, the case is out of Sherburne County, her this foster parent has lost his license and has now recently gotten like his second or third DWI. Maybe the reason for his loss of foster care licensing. But her son, she said, she recently talked to, said he's being harmed in that home. I have no proof of it. I have no proof of it. And my question is to you, can he lawfully be in a foster care place with no license? And would you consider this a kidnapping if the Sherburne County CPS officers are not taking care of her complaint because he has no license? I have pulled a background just on Spyfly. I can see on Spyfly that he does not have a license. I can see his one license has been revoked. And if this is the office she should call for help, I'm not sure where to send her. I thought the U.S. Marshals would help her, but no, they told me to call here.
Okay, so how is the son supposedly being harmed?
He did not go into details with me or just with her. She just said he's being harmed and that she has 4 people that will fill out affidavits. I said, well, hold on, let me see if they want us to take the affidavits. And I will come and take the affidavits of those people. If they want that from me, I will do it. And I don't know the people. She has all the people that are witnessing. I only have pictures of her son and her because she met him in private through somebody mutual. And that's how that communication went through. I had to have her send me the pictures of the 2 to verify that they were together. So they were together. I got this information. If you want me to go up there and get those affidavits in support of her claim, I will do it. And I will get her son as...
I would get involved. We would need to know more about how he's being harmed.
Right, and I would have the mother call you if this is the right address. And she can use my name when she calls.
I mean, she can call, but it just would depend on the situation.
Exactly. And I don't know the rules and I don't know where exactly I should send her. My concern is that he has no license and my concern is that he has a DWI. And her son did tell her that day. She did give him my cell phone number. If there was anything harmed, the father has taken that cell phone away from him. And that's my concern. I wanted to hear
What is his name?
Her name is...
When you say she's floating around, is she homeless?
Sort of, yes. She has spent all of her money trying to get her son. And that's what she's telling me. I have no idea. She stays with a lot of friends. I have no idea on her specific information. I'd let you get that from her. My concern is the son.
Okay. And how old is the son?
14. And the problem is
the foster parents, what's their names?
I just know him as Glenn.
Glenn? You don't know his last name?
I do, and you know what? I pulled his file and I did it on Spyfly. Let me log into Spyfly because I'm sure they save it as I'm talking to you. I know that, and I should have had this up before I called you, but I wasn't sure which office, so bear with me. You know, when they take these children, can I just ask, and they move them, let's say she's from Big Lake, they move him way up north. You know, it seems so far out of the jurisdiction.
Sure. I mean, there may be a reason for that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very limited information on the case.
Okay, here's what I have. I have a Glenn Moses. Moses, North Branch, Minnesota, age 51.
Okay, your phone is breaking up.
Okay, his name is Glenn Moses, Glenn Moses. It looks like he's
Okay.
his address is.
Okay.
And when I pulled his background just to get an idea, I do see he had whether it's been reinstated or not. But the latest DWI I see is 2020. And I did understand from the results of that DWI from her that he is on probation. So that could have taken his license. I'm not sure. I see more than one DWI. But the foster family, it shows expired in 2017, and a child care center inactive 2017. Now, whether there's a new one, I can't say. I just am going off the.
Is the son only living with Glenn, or is there other? Is there a wife, or?
I only understand it from Glenn. That's all she ever talks about it is a Glenn. Now I can give.
She would have to contact us.
Okay.
And be more specific about in what way the child's being harmed.
Yes, because I don't know. And if you want, if, like I said, if you need somebody, I'm a notary public. If you need me to go take the affidavits from people I don't even know, she doesn't know, that live near him or this child, I would do it. So if you need supporting affidavits, I have no problems doing that. Let me give you.
How long has the son been living with Mr. Moses?
It sounds like quite a while, but I don't know the specific dates. You'd have to get that from Tasha. I don't know the dates. Honestly, I don't know.
What's the son's name?
I don't know her son's name right off the top of my head.
It'd probably be best for her to give us a call directly.
Okay.
She can call 24 hours a day, just 1-800-CALL-FBI is the direct number.
Okay. Is there a specific person I can give her so that she knows what department that can help her?
There's not different departments. It's just all the National Threat Operations Center. So anyone that answers would be trained to take this type of call.
Okay. What's your name? Can I? Because I'm assuming that you're an agent.
I take information for the agents. I can give you my ID number.
Oh, that's perfect.
9253.
9253. Okay. Are you putting a case number on this so I can have her reference it?
It's not a case number.
Okay.
She can reference it under your name.
Okay. I will have her call you right away because I am trying. She's getting frustrated because the local law enforcement is not helping her and the CPS is not. And honestly, I'm finding that frustrating too. So I think she should be able to get answers about her son and know that he's going to be safe. And if he's telling her that kind of thing, I need to step up and help her too. So I will have her call you. I will give her the ID number for you. Give her this phone number. Tell her to reference my name. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you. I hope you can help her. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So Alex.
Oh my God. Ooh,
So-
Lord.
She pulled a Phil McConnell. She committed a crime, and
She did.
decided to publish her crime right out on the internet.
And not
For
only
everyone to see.
not only published it, but she also committed a crime on a federally recorded phone line. Dumbest criminals ever. Like, there are so many things in that phone call that are so cringe.
You're right. We're talking about Randi Erickson calling the FBI regarding Garrett Moses. It's a little boy that went missing and then he was located, but he was removed from his mother's custody, placed in foster care. Randi Erickson thinks he's being abused and that this is a kidnapping case and that she can help. And she's going around telling mothers, like the mother of this Garrett Moses, that she is with the Joint Special Operations Command, which is part of the United States Armed Forces. So she's committing a crime there. She's posing as a government employee or an officer of the United States, which is a crime in the United States of America. 18 U.S. Code 18 U.S. Code 912. Whoever falsely assumes or pretends to be an officer or employee acting under the authority of the United States or any department, agency, or officer thereof and acts as such or in such pretended character demands or obtains money, paper, document, or anything of value shall be fined or imprisoned.
Toss
And I
that
think
on top of bankruptcy fraud, and she's in deep shit Arkansas.
Absolutely. So they're posing as being part of the Pentagon Pedophile Task Force, Joint Special Operations Command. Randi Erickson didn't report the fact that she was making an income. She claims she was making no money when she filed for bankruptcy. So we have bankruptcy fraud. We have Timothy Holmseth harassing an attorney in Florida, running away from going on trial. So there's a bench warrant out for his arrest in 2 states, Florida and Minnesota. So yet again, we have this group of people committing crimes, publishing it to the internet, and that evidence is right there for everyone to see and for everyone to hear.